Welcome to TTI and welcome to a whole new world of science. Today we're going to explore the 7 most unique materials that you would think would have to be from the world of science fiction.
But stay tuned because we're going to unveil the science behind them. So, my friend, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Number 7.
Ultra-hydrophobic material. Generally, there is some interaction between solid and liquid, but it's difficult to imagine these unique tiny drops that are unable to wet the surface of the material. Science has made some great progress in recent decades in the field of hydrophobicity and opening a wide range of applications. The hydrophobic surface is based on the lotus effect. This effect was discovered in the 1970s from the microscopic observations of the natural hydrophobic properties of the surface of a lotus leaf. The lotus plant is comprised of an adhesive, non-polar and wax-like substance, which is what causes the lotus effect or hydrophobicity, which is featured by the lotus flower, which always appears clean despite growing in muddy areas. Research in this field is very advanced and focused on finding a material with the highest level of water repellency to achieve a material extremely water repellent, which would be a huge help for many industrial fields. This is a live demo of a hydrophobic surface. Its water repellency is investigated by simply insulating it and dipping it in water. The insulated device is protected by water damage, which we extremely love for our smartphones during the rain. In addition, your walls can be protected from any dirt after being coated with this magic material.
Number 6.
Triiodide. Nitrogen triiodide is one of the chemical compounds which is highly unstable. It can be detonated by contact or any disturbance. Nitrogen triiodide is the molecule consisting of single nitrogen atom which is bonded by 3 iodine atoms. Its structure is similar to a pyramid with nitrogen at the tip, and iodine is much larger than those of nitrogen and have very little space to stay together while repelling each other. You might have heard that nitroglycerin, which is another type of contact explosive, can go off when you hit it with a hammer, while iodide with its ammonia should be kept in moist conditions in a dark place where it is stable. But if it's sufficiently dried at the right moment, it can blow up from just the slightest disturbance. This explosion releases a purple iodine vapor, which is irritating and can actually be toxic with extended exposure. In fact, on April 1st, it earned the credit for being a highly explosive substance, sharing the same core as the famous nitroglycerin.
Number 5.
Hydrogel. Hydrogel is a gel polymer able to absorb water 30 to 60 times its own volume, and it's able to change its size under the influence of temperature. It's composed of small white crystals that are able to absorb a lot of water. The total absorbency and swelling capacity are controlled by the type and degree of cross-linkers used to make the gel. Thanks to its amazing water absorption capacity, it's used in greenhouses and agricultural nurseries to retain water and moisture in soil for a much longer time. In recent years, the hydrogel has been used as a single plant substrate. This product is also getting attention in the field of decorative ornamentation indoors. The material also is commonly used for medical purposes for tissue engineering and in sustained release systems of medications.
Number 4.
Nitinol. Nitinol is composed of nickel and titanium in almost equal proportions. It has the special ability to rebound to its original form even after you mold it into different shapes, a phenomenon called the memory effect, which is driven by heat exchanges. It is able to repeat this process many times over without losing the ability to regain its original shape.
Whoa! Big jump!
This material has a wide range of applications in the fields of electronics and mechanics. It can also be used in smartphones, robotics, and medical industries. Development and continuation of this material is very expensive, but this problem can be solved by the mass production of the material in the coming years.
Number 3.
Metal gallium. Gallium metal is one of the least known in the scientific field. This strange metal is very mysterious and difficult to understand for members of the scientific community. Gallium is a soft metal which is a brittle solid at low temperatures and liquid at temperatures greater than 29.76 degrees Celsius. If you keep it in the palm of your hand for just a few minutes, your body heat will cause the solid metal to gradually turn to a liquid. Gallium has the same metallic color in both solid and liquid forms. Upon solidification into a mold, it becomes just like this coin. This metal is very cool because it's a non-toxic material, but it's certainly not cheap. 1 kilogram of this metal costs $3,000, which is an extremely high price that goes to show just how much it must cost to extract it.
Number 2.
Aerogel. Also known as frozen smoke, aerogel is a broad term used to talk about a special group of materials. They have been used since the early 1960s in space travel, but scientists are now finding multiple uses. Thanks to its properties, the aerogel is the lightest solid material that exists today. Its chemical structure is similar to glass, but its density is 1,000 times lower, and it's only 3 times as dense as air because it contains 99% air ingredients with silica gel. Despite its low weight, this material is very strong. It has heat insulation properties that have been exploited by NASA engineers to the fullest. NASA used this material in several of its spacecrafts to provide heat protection from the sun. Today, the aerogel is used in the detection of nuclear radiation, absorption of long-lived nuclear waste, thermal insulation, and detection of harmful microorganisms.
Number 1.
Magnetic thinking putty. This stuff is pretty cool to play with. This magnetic monster is so amazing and full of fun. It can be created by simply adding ferric iron oxide powder to regular silly putty, and then the putty becomes ferromagnetic. Only strong magnets that are also ferromagnetic will be engulfed by this tiny magno monster. If you place a ferromagnet in the magnetic field, it will experience a force that pulls into a region of stronger magnetic strength. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Now tell me guys, which one of these materials do you find the most amazing and why? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, then feel free to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.